Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Chloe, and you are watching the Universal Seeds. Today's topic is gonna blow you out of the water. It literally blew me away when it just clicked in my mind, oh my god, this is why. So this is gonna make a difference between you getting your manifestations practically instantly, or getting them really rapid, or experiencing severe delays and actually starting to give up a bit. So this really is the reason why some people seem to have it all and they seem to have their manifestation so quickly, and then others it takes them a bit more time. It is simply down to self-concept. So if you are in the manifesting community a lot, like you're an active member, you may have heard of self-concept already. And if you are just beginning your manifesting journey, I will explain what self-concept is. So, self-concept is who you are. And who you are is based off of the assumptions and the belief systems you hold about the kind of person you are. So who are you? What do you do? Now, what you do is not who you are, but more than likely based off of who you are, you will form a job or career or something along those lines and that will be what you do on a daily. So who you are is what you think about yourself. All the associations, the identity you've given yourself. Do things go your way? Do they not go your way? Do you walk fast? Do you walk slow? Are you a witty person? Do you have a fast mind? Do you have kind of a slow mind? Do you have a temper? Do you not have a temper? All these things that we think about ourselves are really either here nor there. They're just assumptions that we've made on our identity. Oftentimes as well, we get labelled or we get given these assumptions as children and we kind of stick to them. When I was younger, people would call me Clumsy Chloe, and I actually believed that I was clumsy, and I used to have a lot of accidents, and I'd constantly be falling over. I'd trip over my own feet. I literally used to do that quite a lot. Now I'm cat-like Chloe. I'm nimble. I'm light on my feet, okay? I never have accidents or anything like that because I've changed that identity. I've changed that association. So some of them are easy, really, well, they're all easy to change, okay? Some of them are already in our awareness. So it seems like it's easy because, we're aware, okay, I do want to change this thing. Where some of our concepts or ideas about ourselves are a little bit deeper buried. So it may take a little bit more time before they come to the surface. To actually change them. So it's not hard, it's just being aware. You're just conscious and aware, and obviously you're creating a new pattern, so it may feel a little bit uncomfortable. So what does who you think you are have to do with the way your life's turning out, or the manifestations coming in or not? Well, we know that we create our lives, every part of it, every aspect of our lives. We are the ones that are doing it, okay? Whether we enjoy it or not, whatever we're manifesting, doesn't mean that we have to enjoy it, but we are the ones doing it. So if you're on your manifesting journey at the beginning, hold on to that. That's the core principle, that's the core belief here. But we do that based around the self-concept of who we are. So we create ourselves, we create how people react to us, what people think of us, our public profile, our personal profile, all these things. So your romance, your money, your job, your health, your happiness in life is all completely coming from one point, which is you. And that one point has a concept, the self-concept. So based off of your self-concept, if you are somebody who's really lucky in love, then you'll go from relationship to relationship. I personally think I'm somebody who always gets what I want in regards to love and relationships. So I seem to attract in people that literally I could write a list, and then, a few weeks later I'll meet somebody and I can literally tick off near enough every box, because that's my belief system. Do I want to settle down? Maybe not. That's a belief system as well. So, It's everybody, it's what you believe about yourself. So, we do have assumptions about other people, but that all truly comes from self. How does this person react to people like me? Am I the kind of person that's good with money? Am I the kind of person who is a boss? Do I make things happen, or do I just sit back, especially if like somebody's not happy with their job or something like that. They may tell themselves, I made a mistake when I was, 15, I should have picked a different career. That's a self-concept. You shouldn't have picked a different career. You're in the perfect place right now. You're a go-getter. You make things happen. You take the opportunities and you make the most of them. And you're proud of the fact, people know you for that. So that's the kind of affirmations that we want to be putting in when it comes to self-concept. You really want to emphasize the things that you like about yourself. Now, when I say that, that doesn't mean that's something that has necessarily been in your story so far. Maybe you was really timid, you was, afraid of speaking out. So maybe you wouldn't have described yourself as a go-getter before this second of listening to this video, but from here on out you do, because that is who you are. Your self-concept is nothing but an assumption you've made and you've played it out. It's an assumption that people have then made about you and played out because you made the assumption in the first place. And people do wonder, and obviously I wondered myself, like, well then how do we get given these assumptions as kids? Because as children we don't really know the feeling of what it would be like to have that assumption made about us. So it may be an assumption or a thought that pops in our head, somebody says it back to us, and then we then believe it. But they've only said it back to us or given it to us because we first had the thought, okay? So your self-concept is really strong. Now, your self-concept is your prep, it's your primer, okay? We can say all these affirmations about so-and-so loves me, but if you don't believe yourself to be a lovable person, it's not going to stick. You can believe that, you're going to get money from somewhere, but if you don't believe that you're great with money and you're deserving of money and money flows to you so easily, you're just naturally rich. You naturally live an abundant, luxurious lifestyle. If you don't have that self-concept in place, you'll get that money and it will go because you're telling yourself an old story. You are the most important person in your reality, because without you, there is no your reality. So your self-concept is something you really need to work on. Like I said, it will prep and it will prime. So if somebody believes that they're always in the right place at the right time, and then, they want to manifest the love of their life, the chance of them walking down the road tomorrow and meeting the love of their life is much higher than somebody who, believes that you've got to work really hard for opportunities and they want to meet the love of their life. They may be working for the rest of their life to feel like, okay, I've worked hard enough to get this opportunity now. They have to convince themselves of that. Whereas if the self-concept is already in place, it makes things so much easier. So who are you? Ask yourself this. What is it that you believe about yourself? And anything you don't really like to hear, or not even anything you don't like to hear, anything that isn't necessarily beneficial or enjoyable to the story that you want to create and the experiences that you want to create, get rid of it. It's not relevant. Like I said, your self-concept of who you are is really neither here nor there. You can change tomorrow. I'm a different person than what I was 10 years ago, and I'm sure you are, So we don't start life the way that we end it. We are meant to change, grow, evolve, try on different hats, different personalities. You can totally reinvent yourself if you want to. You're only the person you are because of the assumptions you've made. Now, when doing this, also, I just want to mention a little thing that can sometimes come up. Like I said, we get these self-concepts from people who give it to us as children. Remember, as a child, we had an explorative mind. Is that even a word? We was exploring, we wanted to understand. We're feeling all these different energies, and then we have ideas in our little imagination, and then we think a thought, and then somebody gives us back the same self-concept. So say, as a child, you had a thought, oh, I can't dance. I don't look like the dancers on the TV. Somebody says to you, oh, your mother says to you, you have no rhythm, you really can't dance. You grow up believing that you have no rhythm and that you can't dance. So now you hear this wonderful information that it's all self-concept, okay? And sometimes it's easy for people to be a little bit resentful. Well, damn, I got my self-concept from them. I believed that my whole life. But remember, they only gave you back what you thought first. And you only thought that because you realised that it's not really a judgment, a negative or a positive. It's just an experience. It doesn't really matter because you can change it. So, your little self and your little higher self, you understood that these things are interchangeable. So don't get caught up on the self-concept that other people give you, because you can very easily change the self-concept, the concept that other people have of you. That same person who said you couldn't dance now believes you are better than Beyonce. You can actually change it, but the way to do that is to definitely let go of the resentment. And by letting go of the resentment, it's not even like, oh, I have to totally forgive this person. You forgive that person or let go of the resentment by telling a different story about them. So, let go of the resentment about yourself. If you think you missed your lucky break 20 years ago, you didn't. You're at the right place at the right time. Let go of that story. Let go of the resentment. Forgive yourself and allow yourself to have your moment, because this is what you was made for. This is what you was created for, to be happy, to have joy, So this will make a big difference in timing. So how would you go about this? You could say affirmations to yourself every day. Mental diet, keep a strict mental diet. I've spoken about mental diets in other videos. I'm gonna really remember, because I'm the kind of person who remembers all this stuff, to put an iCard in this video so you guys can get linked back to the mental diet and the mental diet video. But I will make another video on mental diet as well for people who are new on their manifesting journey. But so keep it in your mental diet. I do like to write. So I will write things down and I'll just forget about them. And then a few months later, I'll be like, oh my gosh, this has actually happened. So, you can write your self-concept down if that's something that you vibe with. Sometimes as well, I like to enjoy things that I find enjoyable. So I really like self-massage. So like with the massage gun, or even a rollout, or just with my hands, or with some kind of tool, I'll do like self-massage and I'll repeat the affirmations while I'm doing something that I enjoy, something that I feel good about. So, you can do it wherever, on the toilet, it really doesn't matter, as long as you are bringing it into your awareness, the new affirmations of who you are, your new self-concept. You are the kind of person that has a great mental diet. Your mental diet is on point for everything that you want to experience in your life, and you see the results. You do everything right and you get the results. When it comes to manifesting, your results are quick, your results are instant, your self-concept is flawless. You are so happy with the self-concept that you've got, because it's everything that you want to be. It's exactly the kind of person that you like to project onto the world. So having thoughts like that, speaking to yourself in that manner, speaking of yourself in that manner, and even if you feel a little bit timid to speak of yourself in that manner, just keep thinking, keep talking, keep writing it down, and you will see people will start to speak to you like that, okay? People will start to tell you the things that you've been thinking. So it will just enforce it more and more, and you'll feel stronger and stronger. Again, like I said in my last video, please check it out if you haven't. You don't have to believe your affirmations or your mental diet or anything. You just need to not doubt it, okay? If you feel you're doubtful of anything, then just come back in with the affirmation. Nope, that's not true. I'm amazing. I'm a go-getter. I'm a strong businesswoman. Come in with these affirmations. So thank you so much for watching the video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I'm so happy and I feel so thankful that you've included me in your manifesting journey, and I'm so happy that you showed up when I wanted to include you in my manifesting journey. So take care and speak soon. Bye.